Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Willie. I'm here with my good buddy Dave, and today we're going to go over some tactics to catch cobia and grouper. Dave has a few baits that he likes to throw for cobia and grouper, or I should say, what, troll?
Yeah, troll.
Like to troll for groupers. So I'm going to hand it over to him and let him explain all his techniques that you need to go out there and catch a cobia and grouper.
So, trolling for grouper. You've seen the mackerel videos. This is totally different. We're going to troll a lot slower for the cobia. And you can do all sorts of water columns for this. Now, if you're going to troll, I'm talking about Boca Grande Pass, and I'm talking about the harbor, 20-foot hole, 1 mile reef. Okay, let's talk about like 1 mile reef. So that's about 13 feet of water. So these are the 3D Yozuris. They're really good. These will go about 3 foot down in the water column. You're going to want to go about 3 knots to 4.5 knots. That's it. You don't want to go any faster than that. You're going to know if you're going faster. If your lures start coming out of the water, you're going too fast. 5 knots is too fast. All right, the grouper, they will come up. A lot of people will tell you they will not come up to get baits. They will. Believe me. I've been doing this a long time. These baits here are 10 footers. These are Rapala X-Wraps. They'll dive 10 feet. What I'll do is I'll put one about maybe 50 feet in the back of the boat and another one at about 70 feet. You want to throw the 70 footer out first. The further you're going to go, that's the one you want to put out first. Then the one closer to the boat is the last one you put out. I usually count to 15 for the first one, and then I'll count to 10 for the second one. It's that simple. So as these are running, they're going to twist your line. So what you want to do is you want to get the really good barrel swivels. Okay, use those, because if you don't use those, you'll find that your line will twist, and then when you start bringing it in, it'll be all twisted up, and you don't want that. So just make sure you use those swivels. I don't think I have one here to show you, but it's the barrel swivels. Make sure you use a barrel swivel. And then if you're going to be going around Boca Pass where it gets into 20 feet of water, 30 feet of water, then I have these 15s. These are the X-Wrap 15s, and I like this one because this is a Spanish mackerel. And they love these. They love the Spanish mackerel. And then the green. I love this green one. Same thing, 15 footer. And they go all the way up to 40 feet. You can get those too. But like I said, you're going to want to go 3 knots, 4.5. That's going to be perfect for the grouper. The cobia, I like to use these smaller ones up top, and I run them real slow. I'll actually reel, then stop, just like that, and they'll grab these. The other thing is chumming. When you're going for cobia, chum is the key. If you don't chum, they won't come. Chum, chum, chum. If you have white bait, get white bait. Cut it up, some live, throw it out. Chum blocks. Don't bring 1 chum block, bring 3. And just chum the hell out of the water. You're going to see all kinds of bait fish coming around the boat, and then start going up top with these. I love these things. You can run them slow, you can run them fast. You can even sit them on the top of the water not doing anything, and they'll still hit it. They're not afraid. They'll come right up to the boat. You've seen it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They will come right up to the boat and nail it if it's just sitting in the water. They're not afraid. And then if they're not biting on top, try the bottom. If you're by, let's say, 1 mile reef, and you see those big pieces of stone on either side, then you take any kind of jig, put anything eel-like, a big like 6-inch piece of rubber that looks like an eel. Go to Fish and Frank's, pick one up, and then on the bottom, real slow, just jig it off the bottom, really slow, dragging it real slow on the bottom. They'll suck it up. They love eels, and I know we don't sell eels in bait shops here, so you're gonna have to use the rubber, but that does work.
All right.
And even chunk bait, going for cobia, they love chunk bait. I've caught huge cobia on chunk bait going for sharks with cable leaders. So if anybody tells you they're scared of cable, they're not. They'll grab it. I had 400-pound cable and they're grabbing that. So, and for the grouper, you're going to want to use a heavier setup. I'm going to show you that. Actually, I don't have that right here. I'm going to show you the Cobia setup that I have. All right, so this is a Shimano Terramar. It's an 8-foot rod, and it's fast action, medium, and fast action. So when you're trolling and you put them out, you're going to see your rod tip, and this is also on the mackerel video. If you want to go back and watch that one, there's a Spanish mackerel video, trolling for Spanish mackerel in the harbor.
Yep.
So when that rod is moving back and forth, you want to see it move back and forth, and it's going to pump, and that's how you know that your bait is running well. If you're running these little ones, okay, they're going to like twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch real hard. But these big swimmers, they're going to boom, boom, boom like that, real big and heavy. And if they stop, then that means you have grass. It could even be one blade of grass. It doesn't matter. If that rod stops, then there's something on it and it's not a fish. The other thing is when you're setting these out there, you want your drag set just enough that he can pull it out and keep the boat moving. Don't ever stop. Just keep the boat moving. You can slow it down a little bit, but you want to keep all that pressure on them, because once you take your pressure off, they'll just pop right off the hook. Happens all the time.
I wonder why is that? Like, why
because you're letting the pressure off, because they'll have a hole in their mouth.
From it already written.
And when you're pulling on that, the hole gets bigger, and then you'll just spit the hook out.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Now on the swivels, you said a barrel swivel. That's completely different from the shark rig swivels, right?
Yes.
Now, why is that you need not either one will work?
Because the barrel swivel twists easily, and you want that barrel swivel to twist so it doesn't twist your line.
Right.
Because if it twists your line up, then it'll break on you.
Yeah,
it'll get weak or break. You know.
Oh wow. Okay. Now, what size like braid leader are you putting to these?
When for Cobia, I'll use up to 50-pound braid.
Okay.
I've actually used 10 and caught some big ones. But
wow.
If you're experienced enough with setting the drag and with playing with the fish, you can't horse that fish in.
Right.
You're going to play with them for a while.
Right.
It'll take you 10-15 minutes to catch that fish with 10-pound braid.
Okay.
So go to at least 30. You know, I would definitely do 30.
Heavier. Right.
Yeah, go with the heavier braid, and then I would double uni knot, and then I would use no more than 30-pound fluorocarbon.
Double uni. So Now, do you ever use the FG knot? Because I know a lot of people love that knot because it's a lot thinner, but in most cases I found out that the uni knot is very fast to tie. Like the fish are biting, it's a very fast knot.
Yes, I've never tied an FG knot.
I've never tried one.
No.
Oh wow.
Because it takes too long. I'm lazy.
It took me a while to actually learn how to get the FG knot to where I can keep the. But now that I try the uni, it's night and day difference.
Yeah. Now, when you're going for the grouper, especially if you're going to Boca Grande Pass,
right,
60-pound leader. 60 pound, nothing less.
Even in that crystal clear water, you're still running 60.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
That is true. Grouper's not really a fish that's shy.
Right. And you got to pull them out of that hole.
Right.
You got to rip them out of there. So if you're using anything less than 60, they're just going to take you right back down in that hole.
Now, when you're trolling, what size rod are you typically going with when you're trolling for the Cobia or the grouper?
I'm going to go with a heavier rod. I'll go with a 100-pound class rod.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, big rod.
Yeah, 6 foot. Yep. Stick it in the rod. Let Rodney do the work.
Right.
Stick it in there and just let it go.
So you're not. So when you're trolling for the grouper and Cobia, it's not like the mackerel setup how we put them on the.
Well, for the Cobia, it is outside to side.
Oh, it is side to side.
It is side to side. You can do it up too. You can do that too. You can do it the same way. You can. These small ones, I like to do on the side. I don't like to keep them up because it seems to pull them up out of the water.
Right, okay.
These you could do either way, but I'd rather them be up because when you're going for the grouper, that grouper is going to go down real quick and try to get back in that hole. So if you have your lines going side to side with them, they'll rip it down the wrong way because the rod is sitting up and it's going to go against the backbone of that rod.
Oh, right.
So you want the backbone of the rod to be up in the air, so when that grouper hits it, you're going to see it bounce.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Huh, that's a pretty cool technique. Now, would you still use the same cut bait chumming as you do would you sit on one spot for grouper? Or do you still just strictly troll for grouper?
No, I just strictly troll for grouper.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you can sit in Boca Grande on your iPilot and
right,
and just drop down if you see them.
Right,
Yeah.
that is true. Yeah. Okay. Wow. See, I don't do any like trolling is not my thing. I just learned how to do all this stuff just pretty much when I put out that Spanish mackerel video. I think about a year ago probably.
Yeah.
And I think when I started fishing with Dave, that's when I really started learning how to troll for Spanish mackerel, for cobia, for grouper, all that. And I still haven't even used the technique on my boat yet.
Right.
I strictly do it on his boat because he's just better at it and it's more efficient. And he also used, show him the spoons that we use too. You troll with spoons as well.
Yeah, let me show you that.
Yeah, he has some spoons that he normally uses for trolling, and those things catch everything. I mean, you can sit still, you can troll, you can do whatever you want. These things catch a lot of fish, and I've personally seen them catch a lot of fish.
Let me see if I have one with a swivel on it. Oh, here you go.
Yeah. Oh man.
Simple. It's a gator lure. That's all it is. And here's your swivel. Hopefully you can see that.
Oh yeah.
All right. And then you can use a regular barrel swivel from your main line when you tie to your.
I think it's the swivel to the main line to the.
Not the mono, the other word.
Fluorocarbon?
Yeah, the fluorocarbon. See, when you get old, this is what happens. The fluorocarbon. Main line, barrel swivel, fluorocarbon.
I love this guy. You know I gotta keep that in.
Yeah, I know you do. That's fine.
Oh my gosh, guys. We just wanted to come here and show you guys a real quick video on how to do some of this trolling. Because like I said, all of this is new to me. This is definitely his territory by far. And I will be getting out there doing a lot more videos for sharks, cobias. This year, our cobia run was not that good. I mean, they showed up in a few spots.
A lot of small ones.
Yeah, a lot of small ones. But there's a few spots that Dave had that he showed me that would never make it to my YouTube channel. I love you guys, but they will never make it to the YouTube channel. It's not happening. But other places, like we said, the 1 Mile Reef, the 20-foot hole, Boca Grande, those places, they hold fish. You just have to know the techniques, know the tackle you need to use, and actually go out there and fish. So this summer's been very hot. Yeah. I haven't been doing a lot of fishing. I mean, I went out today to fish, and let's just say I was done in like 3 hours, and I didn't even touch a rod.
Yeah, way too hot.
Way too hot. So, but yeah, guys, we just want to come to you guys and give you a quick video on how to do some trolling for cobia and grouper. So if you like the video, give us a thumbs up, hit the bell notification, drop some comments below. And if it's a question I can't answer, I will have Dave give me the answer so I can give to you guys. So until the next video, guys, tight lines. Peace.
Peace out.